start down on the floor. I know, you were just on the floor, right? At some point, I'll probably have to and maybe some weights, but this will be fine. We'll start with our core activation for our warm up. So we will let ourselves pull back down. As we exhale, blowing all that air out, feeling that activation in our core as our lower back jumps press before our belly button kind of goes down and in and up to our rib cage comes down. There's our spot. We'll take. We'll start alternating, picking up a foot off the ground, holding that kind of perfect core activated spot. If we find that we fall out of that at any point, just kind of start over, reset, use your exhale to kind of get that really deep abdominal activation. Consistently. If you find their arms become cardio, but then that's taking it away. So, sounds like a nice breaking over there. Oh gosh, I've never noticed it up here before, but. All right, with your ball, see if yours is too heavy. I can run and grab one, it might not. You're just gonna put it between your knees and you're gonna squeeze in on the ball. Don't let yourself bring it in. Keep your legs further away from your knees, further away from your body. So you should feel your inner thighs engage. Now, don't drop the ball, otherwise you're gonna have issues. We're at add-on. So now that you've got that ball, hopefully nice and secure, feeling those inner thighs, you're going to rise up, trying to lift those shoulder blades off the ground, and you're going to go from side to side. Now, don't let go of that ball. Now, your hips can't shift at all when they're holding on to this ball. So it puts you in a really good, forced pelvic position, shall we say.
That's it.
All right, very carefully bring that ball to your hand, holding it up towards the ceiling. Bring those legs up as straight as you can. I know we all love putting our legs up in the air. It's so easy. So try to get those legs straight. All you're going to do is pull your legs straight, okay? And you're going to let that ball go down and back as low as you can go. Keeping your body gently pressed against the max. So don't let that core let go. Don't let those ribs flare up. Setting those feet down, I'm kind of combining your exercise with center. So I'll bridge and with that ball, so you work bridge up, kind of big. And then as you come down, your elbows come down, as you bridge up, your arms go up. So you get a little bit of that tricep and you're gonna get the core and all the things. What's the difference with more than?
I just didn't look, but I started to do it. I got run in on, where did it go?
No, I think that my brain felt well, and I was like, oh, you know, shit is hard, it gets done early, but then if it doesn't, it's then. Oh,
I've got, so I always check. Let's send anything out about it.
right, plus I just feel like, you know, at this point, you should know that sometimes I move through your brain.
Like 12, get a day.
I know.
And I need to come up here and have to work out by myself.
It's just one of the things. Oh, and then lost count. All right. Go ahead. We're gonna put that ball between your knees again, very carefully. Focusing on the squeeze. In the squeeze, feeling those inner thighs activate and just holding that ball there. That in itself is a little mini exercise right there. Plus the inner thighs, I feel like really gets like, you just kind of forget about it.
Even the stairs with rocking.
Yeah, it's kind of important. Especially if you're a runner, because all those muscles have to work to hold you steady. All right, and now let's add the upper body, slowly feeling those shoulder blades up off the ground and then going side to side. All right, pressing yourself back, making sure that you securely grab that ball up between those knees. Bringing that ball right up above your chest, bringing those legs up as straight as you can get them. That itself can be a little bit of a workout. And then letting that ball go down, low behind you, so you can stay in control. You might be able to just touch that ball to the ground, but pretty does. As long as we're staying in control with our core, we're not like having our low back arch off the ground. Usually lower core, upper ab, and a little back going under it here. approximately. I threw in the approximately, so you know. All right, setting ourselves up in that plank position, still holding that ball above our chest as we go up and down. We're gonna go up and down with the ball. So activity. Still having some core involved, getting a little triceps just because our elbows are closer to our sides as we do this. Was 15, because I did count that time. You're like wondering if I want. All right. Peace out. We are going to bring it up to standing, and I am definitely not in the screen anymore. There we go. Thank you. So we are going to work on a little balance and a little one-legged exercise. So I grabbed one of the 18-pound bars because that's one of the heavier ones. Brandon, if you want one heavier, he has the one black bar right there, which is, what's that one, Brandon? 20. So if you feel like you want a heavier, like totally go for it. So we are going to set ourselves up. We have a nice neutral spine. Our feet are about hip width apart. And we're just going to start with the hinge to start, just to make sure that we're warmed up and we're kind of hinging at the right spot. So keeping that bar close to our shin, we're going down, bringing it up, using the motor to kind of check our spine and just making sure we're only going as low as what we can maintain that neutral position. Hamstring say hello. So there is an exercise, if you know, where you put your hands behind your head and you call this the curve. That's a way for the hamstrings, which kind of makes me think of hello too, because kind of the same thing going on there. It's kind of what we're going for right now. All right, so now that we have that really good hinge, we kind of know where our limit is going down. We are going to, you can either step a foot back and keep one toe on the ground as you go forward. And always tap that toe down as needed, or you keep that foot up and you try to really balance. This is going to be painfully slow. So we're still trying to keep that bar close to our shin, and maybe to like look at something ahead of you and really focus on that for balance. And maybe you can't go quite as low and you do it with one leg, that's totally okay. If at any point you need to set that toe down behind you, not so much for like weight support, but just for that little bit of like balance support, that's totally fine. Down to 9. For 10. Oh my goodness, feeling the burn, pokey feet. And then switching sides, same thing goes on the other side. It's gonna be very slow. And you can put that toe down as needed for that little bit of balance support. Kind of play with it a little bit. Here it is. 9. Woo. 10. Ooh, you may set down that weight, shake out your legs if you need to. That hurt. And if you were starting to feel it, were you feeling it in your back as you were doing that, like towards the end? Okay, because I was starting to feel it a little bit too. So you're gonna have to remember, you start to feel it in the back. I'm probably going, just look in the mirror, but I'm probably going a little bit too low, and I'm raising my core. So if you find that you were like feeling it, we'll try to keep it up a little bit higher. We are going to grab that ball. Your core will have no choice but to keep you stable here. So we're going to hold that ball out in front. As we go down into a squat, we're going to come up and press it forward in front of us. Very nice. You should have definitely felt that in your arms. Maybe not so much in your legs because you haven't done a lot of squatting. We are going to go through it one more time. We're going to go right into the single leg this time because we should be warmed up with our hinge. So, grabbing your bar, picking the leg that you would like to start on. We're going to go again for 10 on each side. Very slow and controlled. Nine. Ooh. And 10. Oh, feel the burn on that. Switching sides. Last one. Very nice. Carefully setting that bar down. One more time. Grab that ball. Squatting and
pressing towards the front. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Carefully setting that ball down to the edge of our mat. Here, at the edge of your mat. And rolling ourselves down towards the ground, walking ourselves out into a nice, strong plank from your knees or from your toes. We're going to do 10 push-ups. Here's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up to a nice, strong plank. Ourselves back towards our toes, feeling a nice stretch all through the back side of our legs, taking our time to roll it up towards the ceiling, taking a nice long body stretch. Woo. And one more time to roll down. Really using those shoulders to walk ourselves out. Nice strong plank here for a second. And then we'll switch from our toes to our knees, or you can stay on your toes. Your choice. 10 push-ups. 10. Once you've done your 10 push-ups, we're going to bring it back up into a nice strong plank. Moving back into a downward dog. So heels are going down towards the ground, head in between your elbows. You're making a nice V shape. Heels may not touch the ground, but they're at least going in that direction. And then your choice, picking one knee, floating it up and through in between your hands into a nice pigeon stretch. Stacked on top of that knee, you might be here on your hands. You can go down to your elbows, or you can go flat out on the floor, wherever your flexibility lets you go today. As you breathe into that stretch, maybe we can get a little deeper into that hip, feeling that, and maybe it'll let go and let us go there type of thing. Oh, I could just stay in pigeon a long time. Just, oh, it feels so good. Just do it at my desk more often. Oh, slowly bringing that back up, going into plank just for a second. Then switch sides, stacked on top of that knee again, down to your elbows or flat out on the ground, wherever your flexibility lets you go today. Taking note, was one side tighter than the other? Maybe. Yep. Oh, so I should probably do this side at my desk later today. Oh, breathing into that hip, seeing if we can get it to let go a little bit, get it to chill out. Oh, carefully bringing it back up. We're gonna go into a seated position. Kind of, if your flexibility lets you go there, bringing those feet together. And then we'll do a little twist, gentle twist from side to side, and kind of can like rotate through that side to side. Feel that. Like feel some of that tension release in your back. You might get a couple of creaks and cracks. Don't like try to crack, but if it happens, you know, it just happens sometimes. Kind of twisting out those organs, letting them move again. Good for your digestion.
Anything, it's telling me I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah, I think me too. Taking those feet out wide, maybe get into a little bit into that lower back. So taking one arm, reaching it up and over, and the other arm reaches either towards our knee, our shin, our ankle, wherever our flexibility kind of lets us go. And then that arm that's going up and over might get us a nice little stretch into our lower back. I could also do this one for a long time. Oh, so good. So just cross the front as we switch sides, bringing the other arm up and over. Again, you may not touch your toe. It may just be knee, shin, ankle. We all have different levels of flexibility. One last stretch here, reaching forward to the front. See how far we can reach today. No, my baby does this at home, and she basically lays her chest on the floor, and I'm like, how are you doing that right now? And I keep trying, and it's just, it goes nowhere. As always, please feel free to continue to stretch, strengthen, or use the cardio equipment up in the gym or at home. Go for a walk outside. Some of that.